Oh yeah guys, there we go. A beautiful summer Australian storm. It's the rain we've been needed. As you can see, coming down quite well now. A bit of lightning in the air. Hopefully we can catch one or two strikes for you. G'day swingers, and we're back at it again. Back in our gorgeous little gully here, one that keeps producing some nice colour, where last time I got my best pan ever with 0.87 in one pan. Nice little nugget in that. I never got the chance to finish it because I didn't find that till about 7:30, that pan. So in the afternoon, night, so we're starting to get pretty dark around here. It usually gets dark about 8:30ish. So we're back at it. I'm back at the exact same hole. We've had a bit of rain over the last 2 days, last night. A little bit of spit in the last couple of days, but good rain last night. I will show you the hole that I'm working in, show you how much water we've got, and I'll get stuck into it, and hopefully we can produce a little bit of colour today. I'll be happy with even a quarter of what I found last time. But we'll get to it, flip you around, get stuck into it. So as you can see, we're back at the big crevice that paid out last time. There's a nice 0.7 gram nugget there, 0.69. So that was trapped in the bedrock. Today I've got a crowbar, so I'm going to attempt to try and move some of that bedrock out the way. I believe that's where most of the heavies are trapped underneath. When I first got here, I was crevicing in behind here, and that's where I think I pulled one of the 222 bullets out of. And another one was down here, and I think the gold nugget was in that spot too. So I'll get working in here and see if I can't move a bit more of that bedrock. You can see there's some fracture lines through it, so it should move pretty easy. Last week when I was here and I got the pick underneath, I sort of just wiggled it around and there was like bubbles popping out the side here to show me that there's water coming through the rock, through the fractures that are in it. So we'll get stuck in and hopefully we can have some colour on the first pan. Fingers crossed it's a nice looking pan. As I said, if I only get quarter of what I got last time, I'll be happy. 20, 30 specs for today, I'll be happy, but I'd like to find something nice, a nice little deposit, and hopefully this one's going to have some more for me. I'll get back to you on the first pan. So, I'm not even actually set up yet. I literally just finished that little intro video. He's got a pecker in the crevice. He hasn't even pulled it out yet. Nicely done, Ninji.
Thank you, sir. Right there.
Oh, yeah. That's a nice one there.
Right there, sir.
I'll zoom in so you can have a look.
You want to get it?
You can see that shining. I can see that really clear through the camera. Sorry about the wobbling, it is zoomed in. And yoink, we got it in the hand. It's a flat flake, but...
Is it a coil flake?
Hang on, I'm just going to zoom you out again. You grab a hold of this because this is yours anyway.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Finders keepers.
Oh, fuck you.
And as you can see, that is a cracking start. He's literally loading his first pan. He hasn't even gotten into it. So, had he gotten a little bit further last week, he almost would have got that half gram that he estimated for the day. Now, we decided because this place is actually quite rich, we're going to aim for a really good day today. We're happy with whatever goal we get.
Yes.
But we're setting ourselves a goal. We want to try to get a gram each. I know it's a big ask, but last time Ninji said that he wanted a half gram, he got 0.339 or something like that.
Yeah.
Some close to that, so it was pretty close to half a gram. And I just went in there with the expectations of finding, a couple of points and pulled out over a gram. So we're in a very good spot. We're only literally, he's working here. And there's that mullock pile I was telling you about. And if you see just up on the distance on the hill there, that's my equipment. I'm working just there. So this is potentially going to be a very good spot. It's stuck to his lip. Ripper. So the day started really well, and I've got to turn my phone on silent. I hate when these notifications come through. But what a cracking start to the day.
Thank you, sir.
Nicely done, mate. All right, so this is Ninji's third pan. As you can see, he's done all right. He's got a good tail of lead there. You can see some lead in here. That's just a little bit of nature floating around in the pan. As you can see, that's not a bad tail. you put that into context with a shotgun pellet just here, some decent bits in there. So good signs. That's a good pan. I've turned this crack into a gaping crevice. So be interesting to see what happens. All that bedrock that was there is now in there. So, and up here. I will dispose of this back in here once I've finished cleaning it out, but there's a lot of gravels under there, so not worth it right now. But if he's getting pans like that as well, there's a good sign for this little stretch here that we're working in. So we'll get to it and show you another good pan like this later on. See you then. Righto, so this is my first pan. As you can see, it's not too bad. We've got a few nice bits in the bottom there. And I've only just started getting into it. I've gotten to the pipe clay level. I've still got to do a lot of crevicing and scratching around, but if that's just in the start of it, I haven't even got down into any of the good stuff yet. Could be good signs. So I'll keep crevicing and see what I get. Back to you later. There we go, this is the Ninja's next pan. So we're doing pretty well today. If we're getting pans like that all day, we'll be very happy. Obviously it's got to run out at some point, but we'll take it while we can get it. So very nicely done, Ninja. Panning on. Right there in the middle of the screen, he's only just got it in the classifier. He just splashed it with water. There's another nice little bit sitting on top. It's a very small piece, but it'll just be pickerable. I think we can see it. There we go. Teeny tiny piece of gold.
Oh yeah.
But it's another bit of gold. So we're in a good spot at the moment. Do you want that back in there?
Yes, please, sir.
So back in and mushed. Definitely not stealing that piece off him. Alright, we'll get back to it later. Well, I'm deep into the bedrock cracks at the moment, and yeah, there's still some gold coming out. It's not a lot, but it's still worth it. You can see we've got a nice little picker here, a little chunky reefy sort of bit. Yeah, so you can see there's nice roughage on that side. Come on, focus. There we go. It's got some nice shape to it. It's been tumbled a little bit, but it's still not too bad. But I'll happily take it with all that as well. So we'll keep going and see what we can get. Hopefully we can find a nice crevice that pays out really well. If not, we're happy with what we're getting anyway. So we'll keep going. Meet Bruce. Bruce is a big old yabby that was hiding in the crevice I was working. And he got some powerful nippers, this guy. He's ready to go. See if he can't cut the stick for us. No, he's not really going hard today. He's feeling a bit lethargic, there's not much water around, so we'll find a spot for him. Get him in there. But nice to meet you, Bruce. Righto, swingers. Well, it's right on 7 o'clock now. So as you can see, I've got a few lead shots in this one, and a nice tail of gold for a change. So that's definitely picked my total up a bit today. As you can see, some of it's got some mercury on it. As you can see, just here, these little silvery bits at the end of my finger. There. There's a piece just up here that's very silver, which you can't quite make out in the light right now. But yeah, it's a much better pan, so I'll keep doing what I'm doing, and hopefully that pays out a bit better. I knew I should have trusted my gut at the start of the day. Going downstream, not up. But sometimes you just need to know. I said I was going to do it earlier and show you what I've done up in that area. So I think I better show you what I've done so far. Get to you in a sec. I am pooped. As you can see, I have been a very, very busy man today. I have cleared all that bedrock. Slabs like this coming out. Unfortunately, so I started finding some gold here. It got really good right here. That's where I found the nugget. And then I just tested in under here. This was pretty good, getting into here. But everything up there was, 1 or 2 specks per pan. It wasn't even worth doing. But sometimes you just need to know these things. There's an inside bend in there with heavy materials all piled up on the inside bend. So, I mean, it's old wash after the old timers got here, but I needed to know, and now I do. So I'm just going to keep following in here. And then see how I go. All the stuff on top's overburden. There doesn't seem to be any colour in it. Maybe 1 or 2 fly poops here and there, but it's not what we're here for at the moment. We'd run a sluice if we wanted all that fly poop. There's no water, so we can't anyway. But I'm gonna get stuck in it for the last 2 hours, hour and a half or so. I'll get back to you soon. Alright, swingers, so it's 8:30. It's gotten pretty late now, so we're calling it a day. We're gonna swing over a couple of piles again before we get out of here. Sorry, my arm's really itchy. I've got mozzie bites everywhere again. They're thick in this area because of the stagnant ponds. But as you can see, that crevice produced a hell of a lot of lead. I should have shown you from last week how much I got, but I forgot to, but it was quite a bit. Sorry, I'm shooing all these bloody mosquitoes away at the moment. They are trying to eat me. Go away. So yeah, I will chuck up my total right here, and you'll see how much I got for the day. And then I might actually, right about now, I'll chuck up a total of how much I got out of that crevice up here, but I'll just have it in the subtitles because I don't have the accumulated total separated at the moment. I just have it all accumulated as one file for this gully so far. So as you can see, the Ninja did much better. He did quite well today.
Just a little bit.
It's got some nice little chunkies in there. It's got that one that we picked up early at the very start of the day. Actually, almost looks like a little dog head. I'll get it rotated correctly so you can see it the way I'm seeing it. It almost looks like a little dog head. Almost.
Snoopy.
Yeah, Snoopy. So yeah, we'll chuck up a total again on, where is it? I can't. We'll chuck up a total just here, and that'll be total for Ninjas for the day. So all in all, can't complain with the day. We certainly didn't get anyone in our gram each, but that was more wishful thinking, to be honest. We were just happy to get out here and have a good day. As I said, I would have been happy if I didn't find any more gold after the first session. But as I said, we're going to swing on and see if we can't find one piece on the way out. If not, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the episode. We'll see you next time. Rightio, swingers. So I'm back at a crevice that I worked not too long ago. So I worked in this section here. This is where I did a bit of cracking on the bedrock and opened up through here. Got 0.34 out of there, so not too bad of a day. I'm going to actually move up here a little bit more. It's a bit more of a depression in here, so I'm going to try and get some material out of that. There seems to be a bit in the corner here. Some little pockets here and there. There's a nice pocket filled there still. Underneath the pans where I actually got a bit of material out, there was a bit of colour in that, so I'll clean that a bit better. And I'm also going to start here. I've just cleared out all the heavies. As you can see, there was a few rocks all sitting in there. You can see the leftover pile that's on the outside of it. This is a bit of a flood break, so depending on how this goes, I might step into here. Otherwise, I'm going to chase that. I'm not too sure. See how this one little crevice pans out now. So I'll get to you after I've panned that out. See you then. Righto, so that's first pan down. I've only done that little tiny crevice that I was talking about just before. As you can see, we've got a few colours there. Got 15 colours. You can see some fine stuff on the side. That has just come out of just that little shelf across here. I could probably get some more material out, so I'm going to have to get some water over here. And what I might do is I'll do a cleanup of all the crevices at once. Should be a pretty nice looking pan if I do that. So I'll have to put some water in here, suck it out with my bottle that I've got. Good old dishwashing detergent bottle. Just jammed a bit of aluminium tube in it. Actually works really well for cleaning out those little crevices. So I'll clean out of the pan. I'll get into this crevice and see what this one does. This seems to be a bit deeper. So as I said, there was good colour in that pocket. So I'll crevice a bit harder, clean out all this crevice along here and go through that, see what I'll pull up. Get back to you then. You can see I've started getting in a little bit further. There's a lot of bedrock that wants to break out here and in this channel here. So I'll see what I can do, getting some of that out of the way. So skip the material out and I'll pump some water in there and start sucking all this clean. I'm going to do a pan now of just the pipe clay and everything. And all the gunk on the bottom. I'll get as much out as I can. And from the pan beforehand where I took all that overburden out, didn't get too much. But there were a few small specks in there. So as you can see, very small specks. It's about 3 or 4 colours there. Most of it's flat pop, but we'll keep going anyway. Back to you soon. Alright, swingers, so as you can see, I've opened up a new crevice. I was working up there before. This is the one I did last time before I jumped up to there. And this is actually a continuation of this pocket. Now, I've actually just been scraping down in here. And I don't know if you're going to see this or not. Sorry, give me a sec. I've got to brace myself on the bedrock. But, where is it? See if I can't spot it through the camera. Right at the tip of my finger. I don't know if you're going to be able to make that out. There's a tiny bit of shiny sitting there. So, I'm in the right spot. I've gotten through, I think that's the 4th pan there. So I'll keep cleaning it up and I'll show what I've got. I've just classified it all down into concentrate. And yeah, so I'll get through and I'll show you what I have after I've cleaned all of this entire crevice out, every last little skerrick. Back to you soon. Righto swingers, so down to the concentrates now. As you can see, I've got the 4 pans down to this much. So I'll get in, do the quick clean up. Oh, that's looking alright. So I'll just do a quick roughie so you can see what's going on. As you can see, it's not too bad of a pan. That is classified, 4 pans classified down. Let's try to get some better light. There we go. You can see that a lot easier now. So that is 4 pans classified down, but still, that's not too bad. I've still got to actually clean off the bedrock with the bottle, with the snipe tube on it. So I'll get in and do that, and I will show you the results after that. I'll give you a separate cleanup so you can see the difference as to what can actually be left on the bedrock. Back to you soon. Righto swingers, so for the inexperienced, I just want to show you what clean bedrock actually looks like. So there are a few stones sitting around on that. I've washed it out a fair few times, but in that little puddle there, just in that little section alone, in this little bit here, I got that much material out of that crevice. So as you can see, it's not a huge amount, but there's definitely a decent amount of material that's left in the bottom of those crevices. Unless you've got a bottle like this, where you can use it to squeeze it and suck the material through that tube into the bottle, like a snuffer, or a crevicing tool, like crevicing pump, you're going to have a hard time getting all the gold. Secondly, you're going to lose a lot behind on the bedrock. But I wouldn't mind showing you the reason why you need to use a bottle like this. Don't just rely on scraping it up off the bottom, because a lot of it sits on the bedrock. So I'll pan this down and I'll show the results. So there's really not a lot in there, but if I had have just left it, I would have left that really nice bit of shiny. Would have left that nice little bit of shiny right there, sitting in the bottom of the crevice, and just walked away from it. Sometimes you'll find you'll have your best pan just by getting to the bedrock and cleaning it off. Not today. Alright, so yeah, that was a bit of effort, but I'm going to go down an NG and pan this one out. As you can see, that crevice goes in quite a ways. Went down pretty deep, and I've got that entire pan's worth of material out of just that one crevice. So that pocket's got some decent amount of material in it. So I'll take it down to Ninja. Now, I'm going to thank him right now. This thing is a weapon. Pretty sure it's by Crevice King. Yeah, I'm getting one. They are insane. Especially for little pockets like that, you don't need much water. You can get it all out pretty easily. Alright, I'll get down to Ninja, pan this out, and I'll show you what I get then. Back in a sec. Well, there you go, guys. Measly little results. You probably just see that tiny little bit of glinting stuff at the end of my fingertip. And there's another nano fly put right at the end of the corner of the pan there. So that was not worth it. But sometimes you got to check these things to know. So we've moved on down where Ninja is. I'll have a look around here at a few crevices, poke around, see what I can find. I'll get to you with Ninja's nuggie in a sec. He's just finishing up a pan, so I'll get to you when he finishes that. Alright, sweet. So Ninja's still working away in his little hole. He's chasing a crevice down there, but I've got his little nuggie here for you to have a look at. So it's not huge, but it's about normal for this area. So as you can see, nice little bit, 0.6, 0.06, 0.07. So a nice little chunk. That was detected in an area that I swung over with a 705. It was a while ago, and that was very early days, so it was still learning, but it was a small piece, so I'm not sure if the 705 would have picked that up easily anyway. But yeah, so he's got that. So I'll put that back in the jar for safe keeping. See? Nice little sound. And then just another little thing too, he's also found himself a relic. This one's pretty cool. I believe these are off suspenders. It's an old rivet button. I think this is the latch that they use to hook the suspender clip onto. As you can see, it's quite an ornate little rivet sort of button. There we go. So as you can see, it's got some nice fancy on the front. When I roll it sideways, you can see it was definitely pinched onto something. I dare say that was in a pair of jeans or something maybe, and that was where that actually, they put the hook over and it would sort of sit underneath like that, holding the suspenders together. I believe that it's what it is anyway. I may be wrong, maybe a bit of horse tack even, but still quite a nice little find. So we'll keep at it, and I'll get back to you with the next pan. I'll see you then. Yeah guys, big roo for you. Not going to get any closer, I don't want him thinking I'm challenging him. He's a nice big boy. Big boy, aren't you? Hey? Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. You scared me just as much as I scared you. Yep, you go that way, and I'll go this way. Right, this is definitely Speci City, and this is beautiful timing. We've got a storm coming in, and the rain has literally just started falling as soon as I got Ninja's little bump of approval. I got another Speci. Check this one out. Sorry, let's get this down here. And as you can see, there's a nice bit of glinting gold sticking out of that. So I'll give it a quick clean up, and I'll give you a few photos. I love Speci City. This place is a ripper. Swinging on. There's a storm a-coming. See how dark the clouds have gotten out the back there? This camera doesn't really do the light justice, but the thunder's rolling, the temperature's dropped, the sun is almost gone. So, and here comes the first real gusts of wind, so who knows how we're going here. Fingers crossed we can get it in a couple hours. Ninja really doesn't want to be skunked. He's going hard. So, fingers crossed. Swing it on. So long, Specimen City. We'll be back. Yeah, that storm's pushing us out. It's starting to rain pretty hard now. We're going to run. See you soon. Look at the hail. We just got hammered in that. They are hammering down. Woo! Look at the size of this. They're the size of marbles. That landed in my groin. The Ninja's pulling out marbles. Look at them. Holy crap. We'll get back to you shortly when this stops. So, unfortunately, I dropped my plastic scoop. I had to go back for it. It's still hailing, as you can hear. But check out the size of these hailstones. They're coming down quick. They've crystallized. You can see how uniform they are. They're all out of shape. They're not round at all. Like, look at them. They were hurting when they were coming down. As you see, they look really weird. Look like eyeballs. It's a frozen eyeball. But yeah, so we're sitting here still chilling. Hopefully it's not too much longer and we'll get home.